Thank you very much, and it's really a pleasure to be in a conference that has a title, Hydrogen and Green Gases. So let's say every year we had a new building block, let's say, looking at the solutions that the gas technologies and the gas industry can, let's say, deploy in order to, let's say, achieve the target of the decarbonization. Before talking about specifically our project, a few considerations about, let's say, the potential in general for CCS, not only in Greece, but of course in Europe. And what are some of the critical factors that will be necessary, not only from the economic, but also from the technological perspective to be able to achieve a solution about carbon capture and sequestration. If we look only at Attica, the region around Athens, emits approximately 9 million tons of CO2 per year. This number may mean nothing, but of course is a huge number and represents a significant portion of the overall emission of Greece. So capturing and removing from the atmosphere these 9 million tons of CO2 at prices that are at cost, in this case we are talking about costs which are affordable, it's certainly something extremely important for the, let's say, competitiveness of our industry. Of course, let's say, Greece, I have to say, is really a front runner in this respect because there are already many companies, let's say 3 of which, of course, are here with us today that have been working a lot, and there are already, let's say, companies which have obtained European financing, innovation fund in order to develop their carbon sequestration technologies. But one of the, let's say, crucial element necessary to succeed is the availability of an overall integrated infrastructure. And this is something on which the European Commission has highlighted the need of developing in Europe an infrastructure for the transportation and the storage of the CO2 which is captured in the European strategy which has been published at the beginning of this year, which is for the first time a full document which the European Commission has issued in relation to CO2 sequestration. And very critical, just to give a number and why it's important to have infrastructure, is that Prinos, of which we are a partner in the context of the Greek PCI, has a carbon sequestration capacity at maximum approximately 3 million tons per year. And immediately you can see that 9 million tons of Attica cannot find a solution only through Prinos. So that's why we started looking at how we can develop a system in which, in a way, is simply specular and reproduce conceptually what has been done more than 25 years, 35 years ago in Greece and more than 70 years ago in other countries for natural gas. So a system in which emission from different emitters can be gathered through pipelines, can be delivered in a single liquefaction point, and through, let's say, a single liquefaction plant be loaded on big ships that, in a more cost-competitive manner, will be able to bring this liquid CO2, of course, to Prinos, but also to other storage facilities. So this is the concept and the model in which we are working now since more than almost a couple of years by now, both technical economic studies. We have obtained financing under the RRF scheme for the pipeline network, and we are also looking, hopefully, to receive support from the Commission under the Innovation Fund. Our goal is really to create a logistic solution that helps reduce the cost, because the CO2 sequestration, carbon capture and sequestration will be successful if we can make it cost efficient. And so the goal is to look at synergies, to look at integration, to look at avoiding redundancies, to reduce the cost and make this option something viable for the industries and for the country.